Hope everyone's had a good day today. I just got back from Florida from a vacation and got back to my shop, and of course I'm playing a lot of catch up. And I kind of wanted to title this video right here, People Come Back to Quality. And something my brother and I always say, Keith, we always say, they always come back. And what do we mean by that? Well, a customer might go out and use somebody else after they've used us. But we feel like they'll always come back to us. Why is that? Because we deliver such high quality jobs, and also, let's see, Mr. Money Man, I heard that, Keith. We deliver high quality workmanship along with mind-blowing customer service. So they're going to continue to come back to us, and especially if we do it on a consistent basis, which we do. Now, what do I mean also by they always come back to quality? Well, this is kind of funny here. I walked in last night to drop off the rental car, because I had rented a car. Went in there and to drop off the rental car, and when I did, thanks, appreciate that. When I went to drop off the rental car, I noticed that they were about to have a big meeting, a big powwow there at Enterprise Rent-A-Car. I noticed there was probably about 10 or so, looked like bigwigs there, right? Looked like they were about to have a powwow, and then there was a lot of customers around, and it was kind of quiet in there. I was surprised. So I'm standing at the counter there. Comes a loud car by, and as I'm standing at the counter, the girl asked me. She said, "Hey, how was your experience, Mr. Allen?" I said, "Huh." And when I said, "Huh," everybody got quiet. It even got quieter. I said, "Please slap me if I ever rent an American car again." I said, "Listen, I wanted to, I was just so unimpressed with the quality of the car that I drove compared to the Japanese vehicles that I'm used to driving. Acuras, Lexuses. Of course, I did have a Legend back in the day, the early Acuras. Hondas, stuff like that. My Nissan vans. I'm just so impressed with the quality workmanship. And so, I had some American vans, but I came back to a Japanese vehicle. So the whole point is, people come back to quality. I never want to rent an American car ever again. Why? Because I like the quality workmanship. And there's nothing against Americans. If they can deliver a quality product, good God, that's where I'm going to be at. You see, the market determines what you're going to use. I know we've been hit by the big guys lately and different people, but to me, the market is what makes the decision of what people are going to use and they're going to buy. People might offer lower prices. Who cares? Because people are going to come back to quality if you can deliver that quality. I'll go to a place and spend more money for food if they deliver quality. If I go there and it's high priced and the food sucked, I'm not going back there. But if they charge me a top dollar and the food was incredible, the service was incredible, I might go somewhere else to get a little better price. But you know what? In the back of my mind, it's going to bug me all the time. You know what? That food was so good. That service was so good. I'm going to go spend that money for it. You see, people come back to quality. So you have to ask yourself the question, are you delivering quality? Are you delusional? Do you think you're delivering quality? So don't just measure yourself against, you want to measure yourself against the best people in the industry. Look for people who are delivering consistent quality and measure yourself with them. And not in a way of being prideful, who's better, who's not, but just so you can raise the level of your game so you can get the level of money that you want and that you deserve. We all deserve, and our families deserve, the best we can offer to them. So ask yourself the question, are you delivering that? And I'm sure almost all of us are capable of delivering high quality workmanship, being on time, looking decent, wearing a uniform, smelling decent, all the little vague generalities you would think that everybody should be doing and are doing, but they're not doing. Are their vans clean? I ran mine through the car wash today, had the tires shine, my shirts look good, my uniforms look good. That's important. All those separate you. And what I ended up, little did I know that one of my employees were running behind, I had to go to one of their jobs, and this is almost a $2 million home on the beach. And I'll post up some pictures in this thread. This house was incredible. And the woman was wowed when my son and I went in there, and Trey's wearing his uniform, got his shirt tucked in, got his belt buckled, nice shoes, wearing our shoe covers. You know, we were first class. And we were picked out of all the people on the internet to come out and take care of this very unusual bed that she had. It was a headboard, and it was made of silk, cotton, and a little bit of polyester. I want to tell you what, that was a tough task, getting the black scuff marks that the movers have got on it to make them happy. Don't forget, the shirt stays. Wait a minute. You're going to have to let me know a little more on that, Mark. You kind of lost me on that one. Or the text didn't come through properly. So, you know, the whole point is people always come back to quality. So don't worry if a customer goes somewhere else. I went to a house one time, and the woman was sitting in her, I'll never forget it, she was sitting in her recliner. Oh, keep your shirts tucked in. Amen to that, exactly. Yeah, don't forget about that. And make sure they stay in there. Good point, Mark. Right, a Leo thing, yeah, law enforcement officer thing. I agree with you. So anyway, I can see this so distinctly, and it's probably been 25 years ago. I go inside of my home. It's a regular client. I hadn't seen her in a while. I didn't really think much about it. And she's sitting in her recliner, and she's probably about 40 years old. She said, Rob, I have a confession to make. I'm going, oh, Lord. I have no idea what this lady's about to say. She said, I used a different cleaner last time. I said, oh, yeah, that's okay. I don't mind. She said, no, it's not okay. He did a terrible job. He was a terrible person, and I couldn't wait to get him out of my house. And I said, well, okay, well, you know, hey, I appreciate you telling me that, you know, and I'm not offended in any form or fashion. Listen, I understand, you know, there's some people out there cheaper, and there's some coupons. You want to try it out. No problem, no whatsoever. You know, but she still insisted about the way she felt about it, you know. So I thought that was really nice. And so I asked her as we're moving on, I said, would you mind if I see the receipt? Yeah, sure, I got a copy of it. Did you know they charged her $1,100? And at that time, I charged her $175 to $200. Guess what I did next time around? I went up on my price. You know what I mean? I didn't feel bad. If this bait and switch company did not feel bad for charging $1,100 freaking bucks, am I going to feel bad for charging $300, $400, $500 for the quality workmanship that I do, and the customer service that I deliver, and the honesty that I bring inside of a house? Absolutely not. No way. No way. They're going to pay. And I'm going to be fair. I'm going to be honest with people. You know, I'm going to deliver the proper workmanship. I don't remember, Mark. It's been a while back. I might still have the receipt, because I tried to keep things like that. $1,100, and she paid it. And I was baffled. This guy comes in with a portable, no offense to portable people, comes in with a portable, does a wet and jet, soaks the carpets, runs out of the house, charged it for every little single spot. So I'm going, seriously? $1,100? And I was charging $175 or $200 back then? Let me tell you what, at that point I realized I could charge more, and I also realized they always come back. So that's the whole point of this video right here. Customers always come back to quality. You come back to quality and you don't even realize it. I'll guarantee if you have a hobby, I know guys who play golf, and these guys will buy the most expensive golf clubs out there. Because why? Because they want the quality. I know people who fish. I don't fish, but I'll tell you what, they will buy the highest quality. They'll find the money to do it. Am I not right? Women will buy purses because they feel like it's the highest quality. They'll buy clothes, and we'll buy clothes, and women and men are both will buy clothes because they feel like it's the highest quality. So you see, you have to get it clear in your mind that you're the highest quality, and you have to get it clear in their mind, and you have to deliver clear, consistent quality on a regular basis. Christopher said he just bought a Harley. I don't know if it's any higher quality than Japanese, but I'll guarantee you they have stepped it up. Okay? They have stepped it up a lot to deliver quality. They had to, because the market decides. You know, I got people who don't like me on the internet. No surprise, right? There's other forums, other groups talk bad about me all the time. And people say, oh, Rob, aren't you going to say something bad? Not really. I might say a couple of things kidding. I might do an ad or something like that in response. I just humor myself. But for the most part, I tell people the market decides. If my products are that good and I've tested them thoroughly enough and on my own, and I know what they're capable of doing, the market will decide. I'm not going to sweat it out. If I know I'm delivering the proper quality out here to customers, I know it. I only play Fender or Jackson guitars because of the quality. There you go, Dave. You see that? The market decides. And what do they decide on? They generally decide on quality. Yes, they might go out and shop some prices, some coupons here and there. But at the end of the day, they and we always come back to quality. You're not trying hard enough if you're not making any enemies. That's true right there, man. Ain't that the truth? You work, you do good work and the money follows. I've always said that. I've always put quality first and the money follows. And people can't believe that, but it's true. I used Black Label today. Turned out great. Awesome, Joey. Glad to hear that, man. I really appreciate that. Thank you. I'd love to hear that feedback. Remember, I'm constantly tweaking to make it better and better. I'll go out here. I just spent the day out today cleaning carpets. Because why? Well, my employees carried the load for 2 weeks while I was gone. Almost 3 weeks. Because I did a tour from Miami to Virginia Beach in a low-quality car because that's all they had left. I tell you what, I wanted to kick my own ass when I got home for driving that American car. I should have stopped somewhere and got a better car. Just all little tiny things that just didn't match the quality that I'm used to. And once you've had better, it's hard to go back to low quality. Very difficult. Okay? So once a customer's had high quality, it's very difficult for her to go back to low quality. You ever had some really good ice cream? And you've had low quality ice cream before, and go back to it and say, oh my gosh, this is horrible. I wish I never had it. Yes, I agree. And you got to be humble about it. And they have to be humble about it. But anyway, I've had low quality of ice cream, and then I've had high quality ice cream. Once I've had the better, can't go back. Sorry, I can't. I'm willing to pay that extra money. I remember a barbecue place I used to go to. It was no longer around anymore. This guy was charging 3 times the price of everybody else, and the line was out the door. But I want to tell you what, I still salivate just thinking about it. Quality makes all the difference, okay? So, remember, people come back to quality. And it feels good to come back to doing live videos again because I've been gone for almost 3 weeks. It's like having In or Out or Five Guys, then getting McDonald's later and regret it. Ain't that the truth, Joshua? So true, man, In and Out, that stuff's off the charts. I'll tell you what, I've been there out there to California. They don't have one over here, but man, it's off the charts, and I salivate thinking about it. And Trey and my son, my grandson, they love getting those burgers when they get out there, right? Thanks, Eric. I appreciate that, man. It feels good being back. I feel like the coach has been gone. I heard that. I appreciate him. I'll get back to my Saturday night videos also, so remember that. And I'll move some of these over to YouTube, so if you don't catch this, they'll be on my YouTube channel also. And I really miss doing the live videos. And remember this, when I traveled up the coast, a lot of guys were so thankful because they said they learned so much. I learned quite a bit. I got to spend the whole day with Gerald Simmons and watched him clean and polish travertine floors. I learned a lot. I already knew how to do it, but I learned all his angles, and what a difference it made. So I learned so much, and I feel really good about that. And then I got to meet other people along the coast all the way on up. From Ken Kaplan, Jose, Courtney Lee. I just met so many people. It was just really amazing. I really enjoyed it quite a bit, So the whole point was it helped enlighten me and help me wrap my mind around the industry better and to have a better, more well-rounded view so I can help others. Remember, iron sharpens iron. So I got better. Hopefully they got better also. When you define someone's definition of quality, you have a lifelong customer with an open wallet. True that, Justin. I wish you announced it more. I did miss the post. Did you come through Columbia, South Carolina? I did come through South Carolina. I'm not sure how close I was to it. It was a spur-of-the-moment thing, Jeff. My family had given us surprise tickets to all-inclusive place down in Miami, Florida. And after 2 weeks, I just had the itch and the bug. I drove back and visited distributors and some cleaners along the way while they flew back. And over those 3 days, I had to drive a low-quality car because that's all they had left for the July 4th thing. So here I was driving this American vehicle, and no offense to the Americans, I guarantee I've heard the Ford trucks are off the charts. So they build lower quality and higher quality, but it feels to me like Japanese build no low quality. They build good quality and then fantastic quality, where Americans will build low quality all the way up to fantastic or good high quality. So what I drove was not high quality. I'll never run another one like that again. Let's see here. Jeremy, you're such a great business owner, professional. Thank you for everything you have done for our industry. I have learned and continue to learn from our industry. Oh, awesome, man. I appreciate that, pal. Thank you. It's always good to know that you're appreciated. And you're also appreciated, too. It's nice to know that I'm making an impact, and it makes me want to do it more. So remember, if you don't remember anything from this video, please remember, people come back to quality. As a matter of fact, my wife went to a place called Taste Unlimited and picked up some sandwiches. And if you look it up online, this Taste Unlimited, the sandwich is the most expensive in the area. And these are vegetarian. She loves the vegetarian sandwiches. I think it's got French bread, a little bit of mayonnaise, pepper, cucumbers, raw onions, and tomatoes. And it is so fresh and so delicious. And then they have these different drinks and these different brownies and stuff like that. And I'm about to go in there and have that with my wife and my grandson. And it's because of quality. We go back there. There is between here and there has to be at least, in my neighborhood, people buy these Porsches and stuff like that, and what do you call them? What's the other cars? Some Mustangs and high quality vehicles, I guess, and they just like to kind of go down the street and keep it in first gear, I guess, to show people, hey, look at me, I've got this Porsche and I've got these Mercedes and these BMW M5s. Good for them. I try to live under my means personally, so I could be driving something, but instead, I feel like we're in a bubble, guys. I'm cognizant of the bubble that we're living in, so remember that. I'm mad at myself for not recognizing between 2000 and 2008 that we're living in a bubble, and now we are. Anyway, that's a whole other subject. I kind of want to, maybe I'll save that for Saturday night and kind of help you where I think we are financially, what we can do to be prepared for a popping bubble, which I believe is going to pop eventually. So anyway, I'm going to go in here and I'm going to eat. Like I said, if you remember anything from this video, please remember that people always come back to quality. And hopefully TMF delivers enough quality that you'll continue to come back to us also. And remember, iron sharpens iron. We'll all continue to sharpen each other and raise our level of quality. We'll raise our level of clients, raise our bank accounts, raise our businesses to a level where we can pass it on to our progeny and they can have something of value in the future. I'm Rob Allen, Truck Mount Forums. Have yourself a great night.